Welcome back, everyone, to another dicondissectional production hosted by Deathstroke9. And today, we're going to be reacting to Rush, the Spirit of Radio. Back with more Rush. Very excited for this. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome back to another dicondissectional production. Alright, I just repeated myself. So today we've got another Rush song. I'm pretty excited for this because a lot of people recommended it, and the name of it makes me think, is it going to literally be about like the music industry or the way radios work or something? It reminds me a little bit of when we reacted to Steely Dan, FM, no static at all. So, all that out of the way. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Daniel, also Deathstroke9. And we react to music, and I try to dissect the lyrics and figure out what the music and the lyrics mean to me personally. And then you guys tell me what you think the song's about in the comments, and it's a good time. So if that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing to the channel. So yes, Spirit of the Radio. Now let's see. I've got the video pulled up. Interesting cover art, and I've got the lyrics over here, which apparently have been sitting too long. So yeah, just expand that. There we go. Okay, so yeah, Rush so far has like become lyrically one of my favorite bands of all time, very, very quickly. And we have barely even scratched the surface, according to you guys, of what actually is there. We've done Free Will and Limelight and Twilight Zone and Working Man and Subdivisions. Is that everything? I think that might be all that we've done so far. Today, we're coming at you with Spirit of the Radio. And yeah, link to the original video will be in the description. Let's do this. Let me try to move all this out of the way so I can see. There we go. Okay. So yeah, Rush, Spirit of the Radio. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Saying happy for coming back. The drumming's incredible.
Invisible airwaves crackle with life. Right the tender bristle with the energy. Emotional feedback on a timeless wavelength. Bearing the gift beyond price. Almost free. All this machinery making modern music can still be open-hearted. Not so fully charted, it's really just a question of your honesty. Yeah, your honesty.
Gotta pause
One likes to believe.
Sorry. If I don't pause it a certain number of times, YouTube takes the videos down. So, alright. First of all, I want to mention that the music, like, not all the music, but the part that goes, you know, all that, sounds like the literal So he said, invisible airwaves crackle with life. That's what that actually sounds like. That sounds like the living embodiment, the musical embodiment of that line. Or that line's the vocal embodiment of that music. Who knows? So let's see. Let's go through what we've got so far. Begin the day with a friendly voice, a companion, unobtrusive, plays the song that's so elusive, and the magic music makes your morning mood. So begin the day with a friendly voice. That's a person who's, or it could be the singer, but I'd think it would be like the DJ or the person who's playing the music, whatever you want to call them. A companion, unobtrusive. And they choose a song that's so elusive, one that you always want to hear, everyone has at least one or two songs, and it might change as you go on, but there's always, it's cool to hear music on the radio because you know that you're not the only one listening to it, It's like, there's thousands of other people listening to this right now with me. Plays the song that's so elusive, and the magic music makes your morning mood. So that's all positive. That's all happy. Then, sounds like we go into a car. Off on your way, hit the open road. There's magic at your fingers, for the spirit ever lingers, undemanding contact in your happy solitude. So while on one hand you're thinking to yourself, millions of others are listening to this with me. On the other hand, you're by yourself, and there's no one but you to enjoy the radio. There's magic at your fingers. You're literally changing channels, putting on what you want to hear. Beautiful music, all different types of music. On the open road, you're driving, and the spirit of the radio is forever going through your antenna. Invisible airwaves crackle with life. Bright antennae bristle. So that's literally the music being, transmitted into your radio or whatever. With the energy, emotional feedback. Emotional feedback. Think about that. So first of all, you can think of feedback as in literal feedback, like as a noise. Emotional feedback. Emotions as noise, as vibrations in the air that create music. But you could also think of it as emotional feedback, as in someone giving you feedback on your emotions. Feedback is in someone just giving their opinion on something. In this case, especially with Rush, I'm finding that they validate my opinions. And that's one of the reasons I like them so much, is they help me explore and validate my own thoughts, beliefs, and opinions. So emotional feedback is validation of your emotions, which is why music is supposed to be relatable, if that makes sense. So emotional feedback on a timeless wavelength, bearing a gift beyond price, which is almost free. So the gift is beyond price. The magical morning music is beyond price. Almost free because no one really, So right now we've got SiriusXM. That's what I think my dad has, SiriusXM. And it's, you have to pay for that. But the radio itself you don't pay for. And you pay for the car, obviously. But the actual radio you don't pay for. And then there are radio stations you can find on the internet. You can find it on YouTube, whatever song you want. Find these playlists of music. So it's mostly free. However, the people who made it are the ones who it's not free for. They're giving a part of themselves, literally ripping some part of themselves out and putting it into something else. That's one way to look at it. You can also look at it as they're extending themselves. So it's not that they're losing any part of themselves. They are making more of themselves. So that's a more optimistic way to look at it, but it's still a sacrifice. Then he says, all this machinery making modern music can still be open-hearted and not so coldly charted. It's really just a question of your honesty. Yeah, your honesty. There you go. This is where the song, it looks, so I thought about this, while he was singing it, and at the beginning it's positive and talks about the people's perspective of the radio, the spirit of the radio, the people listening every day. Then this part makes me think of the industry. So machinery is making modern music, and that's even more relevant now than it was back then. So back then, he's talking about probably like electric metal guitars. Right now, we literally have people can make full songs on their computers. They don't even have to know how to play an instrument. They don't need any musicians. They can literally create entire songs that have no heart in them, really, on a laptop or computer. So all this machinery making modern music could still be open-hearted. So it can still have heart in it, and not so coldly charted as in being, reviewed. People give it coldly charted. We're ranking them up. What's the best? What's the worst? Music, to me, there's two sides to this. And this is a little bit off on a tangent, but I want to go over it anyway. There are two different things about music, or songs specifically. And I want to go over this because someone made a comment on one of my videos talking about how they do not believe music is subjective and that there is an objective way of determining whether music is good or not. And I'm going to say that that's partly true and partly false, because there is no one answer to that. Because just like, wish I could give an example. My guitar's over there. One second. Be right back. Let me pause this. All right, so the objective part is like this. It's as simple as this. This right here is a chord, right? This is one chord. This is a G chord. This guitar's not totally in tune, but you get the idea. G chord. Now, if I made a song completely composed of me just playing this over and over again, using only downstrokes, the whole thing is just this, that is an objectively simple song, okay? Even if I'm singing over it, musically, it's simple. Now, when you add stuff, you add more chords, you add more stuff that you're doing. You try to do different things where it's not just playing one note, playing multiple notes. You get my idea? So in that sense, music is objective, okay? The more complex music is, and the better, according to music theory, that it sounds like it's good, that's the objective part, okay? So there is objectively good music. However, there's also subjectively good music. Because people can like whatever they want. And second, because things can be complex in many, many, many different ways, all right? Just like someone might enjoy listening to classic rock, other people might enjoy listening to metal because it's harsher. Both have their complex songs, but there's nuances or differences in sound or differences in instruments. There's a lot of subjective opinion involved as well. So when someone says, here's the top 10 songs of all time using these charts, then it's no longer that's a subjective opinion. It's a coldly charted thing, which is what that kind of makes me think of. And so there is no necessarily one way or another with is music subjective or objective? Because to me, it's both. There is objectively complex music, but what is good is subjective to the person and their opinions, beliefs, ideals, what type of music they like to listen to, what they think they like to listen to. That's another thing, Normally, I wouldn't have ever thought I would be listening to something like this. And yet here I am, and I'm loving it. Let's keep going. I'm going to shut up now. Let's keep going with Spirit of the Radio. Let me bring it back a little bit. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Rush Spirit of the Radio. Let's go. That sounds like it's talking about the music industry.
compromises shatter the illusion of integrity. Yeah.
Wow. Ooh, that bass is great. I haven't even been paying attention to it. You're hearing the drums and the riffs. Like that.
Invisible airwaves crackle with life. Right intent of bristle with the energy. Emotional feedback on a timeless wavelength. Very can give me a price almost free.
So good. Love it. Alright, I'm gonna pause it here. Just gonna let it sit for a second because I talked a lot a while ago. This definitely seems like it went from the perspective of the daily listeners to the radio to the actual people making the music and how they're being like screwed over with glittering prizes and compromises which are shattering the illusion of their integrity. But let's finish the song. 3, 2, 1. Spirit of the Radio by Rush. Let's go, guys. Song's awesome. It's making me happy listening to it. That riff is so cool. What the heck? That was awesome.
For the words of the prophets were written on the studio wall.
What the heck? Oh. What just happened? That was so cool.
Echoes with the sound of salesmen. Of salesmen.
Salesman. Oh.
Of salesmen.
Wow. That last like minute was incredible. Wow, wow. Okay. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Jeez, that was awesome. All right. Wow, thank you for recommending this song. That's an awesome song. All right. So my final interpretation of this, and let me know what you think the song's about in the comments. I mean, this song also seems fairly straightforward, although maybe some people might not pick up or even think I'm correct on this, on how it changes perspective into being like, it depends on your honesty, but there is no honesty anymore. The integrity's gone because it's words of prophets that are written on the studio wall and concert hall, and it all echoes with the sounds of salesmen. One likes to believe in the freedom of music, but glittering prizes and endless compromisers shatter the illusion of integrity. Artists do not have integrity. They're bought and sold by labels, and they're told to create money-making songs. We need this next song to be a single, good hit. Oh, boy. That was such a cool song, though. Wow. I really enjoyed that. All right. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending some of your day with me. Yeah, Rush. Wow. So let me think about this. And is this true? Is anyone who watches this, are any of you in the music industry? I've seen a few people comment, oh, I'm a singer, oh, I'm a songwriter, I'm a member of a band. And first of all, thank you for watching. It's incredible to me that someone who's in the industry actually is watching one of my videos. Are you kidding me? That's very flattering. Thank you very much. But at the same time, I'm wondering, so if you're in the industry, if anyone here has, encountered the industry, is it actually like that? Like, is it a cutthroat industry where, you have to make compromises because everything's about money, which, I mean, technically it is. A lot of artists don't realize this, but, I mean, money talks, and it talks very loudly. And business is business. If something's working, something makes money, that's what you do, pretty much. I mean, that's just the way that works. Yeah, actually, a perfect example of that is, so I started YouTube almost a year ago, and I made a channel dedicated to tabletop role-playing games. I aggressively marketed this channel, and I posted to it a lot and put a lot of work into every single video I made. I've posted nearly 200 videos on that channel. Might even be more than 200. And it was called Deathstroke 9. Now, over the course of 9 months, that channel got 450 subscribers and like 20,000 views. And very few of those views were from YouTube. Like, I had to post about it on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Reddit and all different places. And the channel was just, I was hoping it would get monetized. I was hoping it could, it could be a symbiotic relationship. But the people that I was marketing it to just had a very small audience, obviously. Or there were already other creators in the market who kind of had a monopoly on the search terms and stuff like that. And I spent thousands of hours trying to market this channel. And then I created this channel because I wanted to do something music related. And I thought it didn't really work with my original channel's intention, so I made a second channel for it. And it was like for Tool lyric dissections and reactions to A Perfect Circle and Pussifer and Tool. And then someone requested Steely Dan after a while, and I tried that, and now it's snowballed in about a month. It's a little over a month, like a month and a week. This channel has surpassed my previous channel in a month and a week, and I've kind of stopped focusing on the other channel, and I'm focusing on this channel more now because this is what's working. And so I guess that's kind of how most industries are, if something's working, that's what you're going to try to put your effort into. It's interesting. It's also sad. But a lot of times what works isn't something you love, so in this case it's good. I like doing this, so that's awesome. And yeah, I would like to actually thank every single person who's watching these videos because we just passed 500 subscribers. Or at least when this is up, it'll be over 500 subscribers. So, thank you. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. And yeah, so let me know what else you'd like me to react to in the comments. If you're new here, again, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, if you enjoyed it. And if you did like the video, consider like the video. That boosts it in YouTube's algorithm or whatever. And if you want to make sure that your reaction requests get taken, go to the link in the description of the video. You'll find a Patreon link. If you go to the Patreon and support the channel, you get access to exclusive videos, and you get to basically influence what videos I make by requesting stuff. Yeah, the Patreon's been growing recently. It's very interesting. All right, thank you guys for watching. Deathstroke 9 out. See you guys soon. And also, that Rush song's incredible. Musically was incredible. Neil Peart. That was Neil, right? I keep Like, with Subdivisions, I thought it was Neil, and it wasn't Neil. With Working Man, I thought it was Neil, and it wasn't Neil. This is Neil, right? Please let me know that in the comments, too. I'm pretty sure it is, but we'll see. And, yeah, Deathstroke 9 out for real this time.